My name is Philip Schultz, and my wife Ashley and I are the proud owners of Arlington Marble. Arlington Marble has been in our family since 1971. It was founded by my father-in-law, Gene Johnson, who was a bit of a pioneer in the industry at the time. We've kind of carried on that pioneering tradition, evolving this business over the years to stay vibrant and growing. Several years ago, we realized that we needed to shift not only the products that we produced for the market, but the way that we produced them. It was clear to us that if we didn't automate, we were going to be challenged to meet the demands of the market. It was really taxing on us from a labor standpoint. And so in our research, we looked at several competitors along with Breton. When Breton came in to our shop, they really took the time to understand our needs and where we were currently and where our plans were to grow. And you got to remember, for over 52 years, we had never had any CAD equipment. There was no experience with anybody in our shop. It's a bit of a daunting task to think about not only making that kind of investment, but am I going to have to take on more overhead to help me accomplish these things? And the solutions that Breton brought to us really fit the needs of our business. Essentially, with the Genya saw that we purchased, we were able to increase our throughput, expand our capabilities of not only product quality and consistency, but say yes to our customers on more of the things that they were asking us to do. We were able to essentially grow our business that first year almost 35% without adding headcount and really see the results. So within about 6 months of operating the Genya and using Breton's Express Top platform, we saw such a significant improvement in throughput that we really felt like we were probably 2 years ahead of our current plan, and that it was time to look at a CNC router to automate really the last step of the process. So we looked at several competitors, and when we sat down with Breton and explored the solutions that they have to offer, it was clear to us that that was the absolute best solution for us. We've been digital now for over a year and a half. We've experienced 40% growth since the beginning of 2021 and never added one headcount to the front office to assist with CAD and production drawings. They have a technological platform that allows a shop like ours to take the template work that's done out in the field, digitize that in the simplest form possible without adding resources that are just dedicated to CAD, and make it the simplest, seamless transition that I could have ever hoped for. The decision to purchase the ImageMaster software for us has been one of the better investments for us because it allows us to do really high-end work with very beautiful stone, create a 3D rendering of the project that the designer, the homeowner, or the GC can see up front before we've ever cut the stone. I will say I'm so pleasantly surprised and impressed with what that startup curve and that learning curve has been like with the Forte Flash, because essentially we are 4 months into that machine being commissioned, and I feel like we've been running it for over a year. The software is incredibly easy and intuitive to learn. The functionality of the machine is beyond impressive. The speed of that being twice that of the closest competitor. We've seen measurable improvement in productivity as well as cost. And in most cases, on an average job, it was anywhere from $14 to $17 a square foot. And today, on average, we're well under $5 a square foot. The quality and the consistency is so much better. Recovered 100% of our investment in that saw in the first year. And that's based on the reduction in headcount that we were able to accomplish. It was based on the increased growth through our business and the increased value of the jobs that we were selling because of our ability to cut such a wide variety and such high quality stone. I'd never anticipated that in any of the models we put together when we decided to buy the Genya. And that's encouraging for any owner that's looking at making that kind of investment in their business. You know, any shop owner that isn't digital today and is concerned about adding costs in order to make the transition to going digital should seriously consider the Breton solutions.